We're here to mourn the loss of the career of Mike Pence. Because it's odd, right? It's odd how a 22-year-old virgin Mormon white dude ended the career of a sitting politician and previous vice president. A lot of people completely forgot Mike Pence was the president, the Obama era, but he was. This kid literally just ended, well, he's an adult, ended that old fucking retarded boomer's career in just a day. Like a crash out of biblical proportions has happened and is now completely happening. They named an entire act after this kid. Like, imagine having so much motion, right? And also imagine how everybody else that obviously does the exact same thing that Mike Pence did, how they're feeling that literally one just random dude with a microphone can end a career. Make a sitting. I think he was the fucking governor. Just a sitting governor just leave. Like, this scares them to death. So to me, I'm not surprised this is happening, that they are literally trying to make it illegal to point out fraud. Like, it is so blatant. And look, they're not mad or anything. They like, this guy, like, yeah, this is happening. We know it's happening. They probably sat in part, like, whatever, however, like, the council, and they discussed going over this. And the document probably has like a million fucking pages that they don't even read, right? Because here's how we pass laws here in good old Freedom Land. You have 9,000 pages of a law, and it's called the Save Kids with Cancer Law. And tucked somewhere under there is you cannot be online anonymously. We're gonna bomb some random African nation. I don't know. We'll just throw a dart and them niggas be gone. Or, what else? We're gonna tax people 10% more. Why? Because we want to. Oh, and set up AI data centers. Like, but if you're like, yeah, this law is bullshit, get us out of here. It's like, oh, so you don't want to save kids with cancer? You don't want to save kids with cancer? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, this is how us Americans do it. And it's one of those things that, people act oblivious because people don't really think that far into it. It's like these bills are made in a way for you not to read it. You have, like, what, 5 hours to read? And I'll give AOC this. She literally pointed this out. Like, you have no time to read or interpret these bills. It's just thrown on in front of you, and you have hours to look it over and to sign. And most people don't even read it. They're like, oh, the people I like is one has this bill, let's pass it. Or the people I don't like has this bill, let's negate it. Disregarding the fact of if it will help the American people. They're just like, oh, person we don't like is wanting to pass this. Well, we're against it. And we will halt it just because. A lot of politics is just petty. And the sooner you understand this, a lot of things are just petty. Like, I've learned this from the O.J. Simpson's trial. A lot of things, like politics, court, well, what else? Like, any type of organization or system that's up to people with interests, a lot of it is just pettiness. So let's give this bad boy a watch, shall we? Yeah, I noticed how he didn't say Democrats or Republicans. I 100% believe there's fraud happening in 50 every single state in America, even fucking Hawaii, probably. I don't know. Alaska, the fucking Eskimo fraud. But this is the one that is so blatant, and it is their reaction to what he's doing is blatant. Like, we need more people like Nick Shirley, some just autistic person who's just above all the morality and bullshit and just say things like it is. If we had more people like him, we would bring more light to this. Yeah. This he's wearing the merch. Yep, he's wearing the fucking merch. I knew he was gonna say it. So it'll be like the military or like any other like government organization. And maybe on paper, like actually no, even on paper it makes no sense. If you're gonna take taxpayer money for something, regardless of what it is, people should have a say and know where it's going. I mean, okay, maybe there's a couple few exceptions, but for the most part, things like healthcare, like immigration, these are taxpayer funded things, and people should know. And this idea that you should just be beyond reproach if you're a government entity or a politician because of this, and just effectively become the aristocracy and punish people for doing this is ridiculous. Like, literally some cyberpunk ass shit, fucking dystopian shit. And they know what they're doing. Like, it's a stupid rule that I wouldn't be surprised if even some Republicans want it. You know, again, there is incentives across the board to let this happen. Literally some fucking detective type shit, like fucking old Batman type shit, or like some DC super like Marvel supervillain type shit. But that is like, what the fuck? Like, are we serious here? Obviously, there's some level of, you know, coercion, or there's definitely incentives on both sides, but there probably is some level of coercion. Obviously, people probably came to their attention, like, look, we scratched your back, now you gotta scratch ours, pass this law. Mm. And remember, these are the people that are against fascism. Like, they'll look at Trump and scream fascist, but then they pass shit like this. Like, can we stop pretending that, start, get out of this fucking make believe world that you've crafted and see the actions of people and not just what you'll want to see in someone? It's like literally imprisoning people, potentially. I mean, you're finding the fuck out of them. Like, they already tax people, like, well, you kind of gotta frame it differently. They allow you to keep 30% of what the fuck you make, like 50% of what the fuck you make in California, by the grace of the state. You're allowed half of what you make from working. Taking a drink. The other half is given to God knows who. I guess these politicians that just want to make more money off you through fines, and there's nothing you can do or say about it. Got him. Yeah, I mean, it's purposefully nebulous terminology that can literally mean anything. Like, it's up to the interpretation of the lawyer or the individuals or the jury. You know, I mean, anything. Even my video can be considered any of this. I'm not particularly talking about the fraud. I'm talking about the people who, you know, I'm assuming in all those things that, again, he is, I am assuming, part of the whole legal system. Like, he probably knows legality more than anybody. So, I do believe he has a better interpretation of this, but it's like based off my very small understanding. I'm assuming all the things he named off are places and people and entities that are scamming and are currently using the systems to scam. And it's like, oh, well, don't look at these particular fucking things that are being used against you, the American citizen. And of course, you're going to throw healthcare providers under there. I mean, that's obviously the main focal point of the fraud. Mm-hmm. A little harder, and they're criminalizing people that are trying to, right? Like, it's one thing to make things a little harder, right? You know, this is where these systems come in. You know, money's being told by, I don't know, some lawyer or some attorney or whatever to not look into these things, or if they do, to look into people being the most blatant and retarded about it. You know? Throw a couple of the Somalians under the bus and be like, oh yeah, see, we're doing something. Because you can. But, you know, that's one thing. But actively criminalizing people trying to do, again, some random dude with a camera and microphone, some random fucking white dude. And if you were in Mike Pence's position, you'd be scared too. Like, bro literally ended his career and brought to light these things. And it's like, yeah, because, again, if some random fucking guy walking on the street can bring, like, millions of dollars of fraud to light, it just proves how blatant it's been up until this point, and no one has done anything about it. Mm. NGOs. And even if you are, that's not illegal. Like, maybe you're running off information you don't know. Or maybe if you are legitimately lying, right? Trying to take them down. Okay? And whatever the situation may be, should you be criminalized for that? I mean, if you were lying, right? Assuming if he was lying, they should absolutely be able to bring up the evidence to the contrary, even if it's just fluff. But that's not what they're doing. No one's bringing evidence. No one's fighting him on an even playing field. They're trying to use legality. And people just assume this is something above him, and it probably is. Like, I don't think Nick Shirley is really that intelligent. He's not really that good at speaking to people. But what he's doing absolutely is a good thing. And a punch to the gut to people like Mike Pence, because it's like, if they you took down Mike Pence, you can take down me and my scams, and who knows if someone else can. Like, probably. So this is the thing that scares politicians that are absolutely scamming to death, is what this kid did. Yeah. She knows exactly what he's talking about. Yeah. It's like, but you're just blatantly lying. It's just, if you're going to lie and scam, at least be fucking smart about it. Like, this is what pisses me off. You're okay. You have fraud. You're doing fraud. You're making money and benefiting off fraud. Like, at least act like. Actually, that's interesting. Like, how would you defend this? You'd be like, okay, this is just emotion. It's not really, anything concrete or substantial. And what we're wanting is a process into these things, not just for vigilante journalists to come in and make claims and effectively DDoS the system. Like, I can make a better argument for her, even if it's a lie. It's like, okay, we don't want people to DDoS fucking the Supreme Court and just blatantly throw these things up. Fine, whatever. Maybe it's shit, but it is an explanation. It could be a shit one, it could be a lie. But just to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. What? Oh, God. he's reading it word for word. I mean, to be fair, she's. I mean, I guess she's. Like he's kind of stuttering over his words. Okay, which is fine. She does give him an answer. Now it's not a satisfactory answer, but he does just move on. Like he doesn't try to pin any particular point, which is fine. But then he reads it word for word. He probably had that thing on hand, like that one passage on hand. And now she's like, oh, it's a misinterpretation. Mm, got him. Yeah, that's dumb. Like, again, this is just how bad politicians have gotten. They don't even answer. Like, I'll give that one woman one thing, even though she's kind of iffy. I think Sasha, I think her name was. She at least said something. The rest of these people are just not even talking to him. Yeah, that doesn't exactly answer the question. I mean, he answered it, but kind of in an indirect way. He said an indirect yes. Yeah. And like, I don't know who this woman. I mean, they didn't really put her up there, but yeah, she's right. Or I don't know. She's probably just trying to shoot him off, but yep. Mm, yeah. Yeah, I don't think Nick Shirley's not like getting in the way or trying to impede them. You know, he's moving out the way. He's like, hey, I'm asking this question. Yeah, yeah. This is what I mean. Like, he I think he's being correct. He's like, I have to read the bill, but you signed off. Well, I guess I didn't read it. I just put my signature on there. Like, This is the most truthful thing I've heard in this entire situation. Right, and this is like what I think this is like a couple months ago. But I think this guy's being the most truthful out of all of them. He did not look at the bill. He just put his name on it. He just co-signed it. Yeah, again, he's trying to, take advantage of the fact that Nick is not a good speaker. Like, I mean, again, he's doing the right thing in this his situation. If you were in his situation, you signed off on a bill that you're told would protect you, but you haven't actually read it. You're doing what he's doing right here, what he's you know taking up time until he gets to his next place is what you do. It's the tactic. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, she says nothing. Got him. I don't know. This dude's been kind of sticking with him. I think this is his bodyguard. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the way they act. Like, there's a lot of women that signed off on this bill, right? Women. Now, this dude, they're probably gonna be best friends. Yeah. Got him. Got him. Hmm. Yeah, they do. And here's what's probably happening. Like, in front of people, they're probably told one thing, but then when they're behind closed doors and they get together, they're like, yeah, there's people like Nick Shirley. He's the racist. This is that is. There's a lot of these guys coming in. Look, they're going. The gravy train's up, right? So this is our last hurrah. This is us trying to defend our grift, and you gotta sign off on it because you're also part of the grift. Like, I'm believe 100% that a lot of people that co-signed it effectively, doxed themselves and pretty much called out that they are beneficiaries of fraud. Yeah, and yeah, I guess to most people with a conscience, that's pretty fucked up. But a bit nitpicky. But yeah, I think sex trafficking of minors absolutely should be a strike offense. And if I'm not mistaken, a strike offense is that something that could lead to the death penalty, or am I thinking of something completely different? I I don't know. I haven't actually watched this before. Uh, mm, Wiener. Got him. No, he's like, yeah. Mm, well, yeah, this looks like a guy that absolutely understands. He's right. He has gray hair. This is absolutely the dude that knows. Yeah, we got some weird fucking foos. Uh, Yeah, and again, you right here are being taxed. You are being taxed. Just so what? They can pass bills and, I don't know, get pay raises and have money go to people who are not you and you, people who live in California. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and again, people don't also understand this. There are other rungs of this that benefit. Like, okay, for instance, the hotel industry. Like, imagine the government effectively tells you, look, you're going to house these immigrants in your hotel. You and effectively make you a monopoly, and you just make money hand over fist from people living in your hotel. You know, immigrants living that are paying you. Like, obviously, the incentive is for you to do that, to house them. And again, at the end of the day, you really only care your legacy, the money you make, your family. And if the government tells you to do something, I mean, are you going to say no? It's like, do this and we'll give you money. And if you say no, what do you think's going to happen? Oh, you're a racist. Your business gets destroyed. Uh, like they said, the transportation industry, like transporting these people around, you know, making money off of other pseudo organizations that are connected into it. There's so much into this that, and like so much layers upon layers of beneficiaries of this that obviously the politician and other people that are in this are going to defend it. It is their grift and it is their scam, and I do believe people think they're doing a good thing, but it's at the expense of Californians. Mm, yeah, because that's the major thing, right? You know, stopping literally average Joes from pointing this out, even if there are problems that will arise. I mean, you know, you gotta risk bad, but what Nick Shirley doing is good. I mean, for what I know, everything, and obviously it's in his interest. Like he's making money off of this, but I think what the result of this is a good thing. So I think that's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like they're trying to cover themselves from the legal aspect, from the morality aspect, because they're using immigrants as a shield. Again, be like, there's a good portion of people that are legitimately leaving shitholes and they're coming here legally. Do you think they like illegal immigrants? I'm not saying what they should do. I'm saying, do you think someone who immigrates here legally is having a good life? Do you think they'll look at the illegal immigrant and be like, "Oh yeah, you go boo"? No, they'll be like, "What the hell are you doing here? You're making shit worse for all of us." Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, okay, you got 21 people. I go after the head honchos, the people working under them, the people benefiting, the beneficiaries, their family. Like, go after more than just 21 probably retards that did it the blatant, the worst way, or didn't pay people for their grift. Don't just go after them. Go after like everyone here. Like, there's obviously more than just 21 people that are benefiting from that. But again, I am so glad Bro's here doing this because he's making, like that guy said, making the dude that should be doing this, because it's his job, making him look bad. So up until now, Bro is just taking money for a job but not doing it. This is what happens when criminals are in charge. Yeah, if it's illegal to investigate crime, then you are governed by criminals. Never stop, Nick. Never ever stop. You know what? Thanks for the title. Nick Shirley, you're our national hero. Facts. It's sickening these people are evil. The inmates are running the asylum. The gaslighting from these politicians is insane. Yeah, it's literally your job. If you're a politician, it is your job to gaslight people. What do you, Nick? You're doing what a lot of us wish we could do. California literally wants to hide its fraud sick. Please, all citizen journalists, come to California and help expose fraud. Fraud needs to stop. They're corrupt. They all need to be removed from office. It's blatant corruption. Again, this pisses me off. Like, you can be corrupt, but don't be blatant about it and know. Like, that just makes me, like, you're treating people like they're stupid. If you're just blatantly corrupt and you act like you don't know what you're doing, it's like, well, why are you treating me like I'm dumb? Like, if you're going to be corrupt and act against my interests, at least be intelligent about it. Drafting the bill alone qualifies as being an accessory to fraud. Yeah, this is what I said. If they put their names on that bill, I assume they are also fraudsters. They're going to also call it Protecting Our Fraud Act. First guy that I think, yeah, a psycho scam artist probably needs to be investigated for his involvement in CA fraud. Yeah. These public figures or traitors should be charged for treason to the full extent of the law. You know, I do think you need to kind of go hard on people like Mike Pence, because the thing of Mike Pence, he's probably going to walk away from this, never hold office again, but he made his money and he's going to die anyway, so who cares? But I think he should be put up on treason. If a single dollar from a Somalian that he gave his taxpayer money to ended up to actually funding terrorism, they should charge him with treason, put him up on sedition. Like, Trump isn't going too hard on these things. Like, he's going real hard, like, internationally, but not domestically. And that's the problem. You know, you're doing something right if a state is solely passing a bill to stop you. Facts. Extortion and money laundering schemes in the hundreds of billions within California is truly sickening. But, yeah, Nick Shirley obviously doing the Lord's work, and he should keep doing it because he's good at it. Like, he might not be the best at articulation, but he doesn't have to be. You know, he surrounds himself with people who do know. Like, he just probably just rolls up and be like, yeah, this is what's happening. He talks to people who have been investigating these things and have them with him. And he's just asking the questions, just being the norm to talk to people. And people do sort of just walk all over him. I think that's part of the tactic. You know, he's willing to be not really the doormat, but, you know, not being the best at speaking. People underestimate him. But everyone knows what's happening. I mean, he destroyed the career of Mike Pence, absolutely shat on him. And they're acting like they're not afraid, but they're putting up a face. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about this. Peace out.